Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic book review. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. It's Friday. Yep, it's Friday. And typically, normally, sometimes, not always, but I try to do a review for a magic book on Fridays. Why? Because if you watch my channel for any amount of time, you know I love me the magic books. Magic books are where the secrets are. If you want to really get serious about this art, especially doing it as a profession or just getting good enough to where people might think you're a professional, it's probably a really good idea to get a magic library at home. Books are your best friends, and they're a great resource for going back to, finding those sleights, finding those tricks that you're thinking about. You're like, where was that? Oh yeah, it was in that book. Today we're looking at The Dark Side of the Cube Revelations from Diego Voltini. All right, Dark Side of the Cube Revelations. You might remember a while back I did a review for Dark Side of the Cube. Dark Side of the Cube was a trick wherein you have a shuffled cube, person calls out a color like red, yellow, blue, and you're able to make that color, that single color, manifest itself on the cube as they call it out. And they have a free selection. They could call it any color they want. And the spectator doesn't even really see you moving the cube faces. It kind of just happens mysteriously. Now, there was a DVD a while back called Cube Plus by Takemitsu Usui, which was a similar trick. It did a similar effect. However, Diego didn't like that version. I didn't either. And Diego decided to make his own. Well, if you get the first book, Dark Side of the Cube, that's going to walk you through several different methods to accomplish that trick. Now, with the second book, the sequel, as it were, Dark Side of the Cube Revelations, these are tricks that you can do with that sleight. And I would say this second book, even though it's filled with cube magic and several cube routines, I would definitely get the first book so that you know these moves. Okay, so I really do think these are partner books, companion books. You want them together. This book is 184 pages. It is soft bound. Comes with 12 different effects for this move that Diego invented. Let's talk about the tricks. One of the tricks is called impromptu stacking. This is where you blind solve the face, matching a color freely selected by a spectator on a borrowed cube. That's right, borrowed. Then there's instant bag solve. This is a bag solve where your hands are always visible. Spectator always sees your hands the whole time. QB solve is a one-face solve of a mini cube, and that solves itself as you squeeze the mini cube in your hands. There's also a trick called the color in your eyes, where a color freely selected by a spectator is amazingly divined by another spectator. KUB is a mentalism routine that is kind of a comedy routine that where you tell jokes about IKEA. In the chapter on rotations, Diego is going to teach you how you would hide one solved face. So if you had a cube and you're trying to show it as mixed, rotations will teach you how to rotate the cube in your hand without ever revealing the solved side. There's also a trick in there without cubes. It's called Fortune Folding Force. This is a clever children's paper fold that allows you to force anything on a spectator. Cube Box is a stage routine where you combine a Rubik's Cube with a tic-tac-toe effect. Now that's only half the tricks. That's only half the tricks. But they all kind of follow that premise, whether they're mentalism, close-up, or stage. Diego's kind of scattered a whole bunch of things through this book. And for those of you who like video, there is also a video. There is a video. There's a 13-minute download video. It opens with the trailer, but then it contains 10 chapters that work in companion with the book, and they mostly include over-the-shoulder shots with on-screen moving illustrations. The book is all done on a really thick paper stock. This looks better than a self-published book. It's a really nice book. Very attractive illustrations, and full color and black and white are included. Positives, if you have the first book, this is the companion that contains all of the tricks and sleights that you've learned, and you'll be able to apply it here. Negatives, I think the negatives are you need the original book. Is it worth your money? It's $30. $30. I think it's definitely worth your money if you have the original book. If you don't have the original book and you just like cube magic, I would probably seek out the first book first. Yeah. That's everything I can say about Dark Side of the Cube Revelations from Diego Voltini. I want to thank Diego for allowing me to have this book so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it wherever quality magic is sold. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.